Hey, it's 6 Mark. It's 4:33 p.m. on Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024, and I want to show you the latest stuff that I got because I stopped at a local thrift store today. Well, first I went to the lawnmower guy. He was open for a change, and he said he finally got the cable in for my mower, and he was gonna try to put it in either today or tomorrow. But anyway, then I went to a local thrift store nearby. It's in the same class as the Always that I sometimes go to. Anyway, so I want to show you the stuff that I got. Um, all right. First, the movies. The Princess Diaries Special Edition. It's a 2 disc collector's set. Got a bunch of special features. And it looks like it was unwrapped, but not completely open. And I peeked inside, and it looks like everything's in there. I'm guessing this was never played, if I had to guess. The Grudge, starring Sarah Michelle Gellar. So this is from her Buffy era. Uh, or just after. It's actually from 2004. So later than I thought. So this is like what Buffy would look like if she guest starred on Angel season 5, I guess. I'm not sure exactly when in 2004 that this came out, but anyway. Right, here's the Blu-ray disc. It's from Blockbuster. Yeah, they have it in a Blockbuster case. It's a Blu-ray. Your Sister's Keeper, some kind of comedy. Never saw it. I don't know who Rosemary DeWitt is, but I know Emily Blunt. I've watched a few of her movies so far, and I like her. So yeah, this looks neat. It's from 2010, I think. Yeah, 2010. The Grudge 2 unrated director's cut. And Sarah Michelle Gellar is only like makes a guest appearance in here, and I think her character gets killed off. And look, this is from DVD Express, which I guess was a mail service for DVDs, I think. I'm not sure. So this one was from 2007, so 3 years later. My Scene, Masquerade Madness. So My Scene was the Barbie sub-brand. They're living in New York City, I think. So they had like a subdivision of dolls called My Scene, along with these short little videos. This is like 23 minutes long. Actually, it says DVD, approximately 23 minutes, including commercials. Color not rated. So, there are commercials on here? Like My Scene commercials or what? I don't know. No idea what the plot is, except, Masquerade Madness. I have a No-Lee doll in my room I've had for years. That's her right here. Barbie apparently was eventually switched out with Kennedy, and Barbie was said to move back to Malibu. But if you've seen a recent Barbie series, Barbie It Takes Two, she has moved to New York City and, to attend a school there. So we got Chelsea, No-Lee, Barbie, Delancey, Madison, Kenzie, Hudson, Sutton, River, and Ellis. So I guess that's those guys in the corner. Okay. So there's no Ken, I guess. Anyway, I look forward to seeing what this is about. Won't take long to watch. Okay, here we go. Wizards on Deck with Hannah Montana. So this is like a crossover between the Wizards of Waverly Place, The Sweet Life on Deck, and Hannah Montana. I've seen Wizards of Waverly Place. Not the whole series, but I have started watching it, and I enjoyed it. It's not the best series, but I've seen a few episodes, and so it's okay. There's some bonus features, bloopers, backstage interviews. Okay, so this is full screen only. So wait, it says 2009 DVD release. What year was the thing actually made? Was it back in 2009? I can't tell, but it's 68 minutes, so I'm guessing it's like 3 episodes. 2009 seems late, like really late for full screen. I mean, I know when Disney Channel series switched over to widescreen, but I look forward to watching it. I mean, I like Alex herself. Selena Gomez. I've listened to a bit of Miley Cyrus's music. It's okay. Oh yeah, and The Sweet Life apparently has like a Paris Hilton knockoff named London Tipton. I know that much. Okay. Anyway, Crossroads Special Collector's Edition. Yes, it's a Britney Spears movie. Got a bunch of special features, including Britney's DVD welcome. Now, why am I watching? Oh, I know Zoe Saldana. And wait, Anson Mount is in here too? Okay. So 2 Star Trek people are in here. Oh, and Dan Aykroyd's in here? What? Okay. So Anson Mount is Captain Pike on Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Zoe Saldana was Uhura in the J.J. Abrams reboot films in the Kelvin timeline. Okay. So, and Taryn Manning, I don't know her. I heard of Kim Cattrall. I'm not even sure what this movie is about, and this label is covering up some of the description. Now, why did I get into Britney? Well, okay, here's the thing. First, I was looking through the CDs, and then after that, I went to DVDs. Well, first I went to the books, then I went to CDs and DVDs. Now, when I was looking through CDs, I found Britney's first album, Baby One More Time. And I'd never really been into Britney. I was aware of her, of course. I've heard, her hits. Never really got into her. So I thought, oh, well, this might be the sign to do it. Because I find her first album. And but then after I gathered everything up and I was inspecting all the discs, I've discovered there was no album in the case. They had everything else. They had the booklet and the insert for the fan merchandise. They didn't have the album itself. So I couldn't get the album. but I got this movie. So I'm not sure if this is her first acting gig or what, but this is from 2002. So she had been a thing for about 3 or 4 years at that point. Okay. I'll check it out and see what it's like. 93 minutes. It's not that long. It's funny that it's PG-13 in the US and in Canada's PG. I mean, we're so uptight here in the States. Anyway, final movie, Miracle from Disney. This is the full screen edition, so but it's the only one that they have. Now, I'm not into hockey or anything, but I have heard of the Miracle on Ice. It occurred in the 1980 Winter Olympics, where the American team beat the Soviet hockey team, which was like considered the best in the world. So, yeah. So they got a making of, they got an audio commentary, and the second disc, you got first impressions, outtakes, turning hockey players into actors because they, from what I heard for this film, they figured it would be easier to teach hockey players how to act than to teach actors how to play hockey. So most of these uh, actors weren't actually actors; they were hockey players that were um, basically became actors for this film. Miracle ESPN Roundtable, looking back on the actual Miracle on Ice, the sound of Miracle behind the scenes feature. It's, I guess, audio work, music, I'm not sure. So that's neat. So let's see. I know they don't list the actors on the back here, but I know Kurt Russell, obviously. He was Snake Plissken. Um, anyway, that's it for the movies. Of the various CDs I picked up, I got two of them. First, this is a jazz album, and I'm not really into jazz too much, even though I've been trying to get more into it. And this is unopened, actually. This is called "The Very Thought of You" by a singer named Orna, and she doesn't seem to have a Wikipedia entry, but apparently this is a from the A440 music group, American Airlines. Weird. Anyway, there's 10 tracks. She did a cover of My Favorite Things from The Sound of Music. And I previewed a bit of her music through Amazon Music, and she sounds okay. I decided to go ahead and get this album. I'm not going to unwrap it because I can just stream it, but there's a quote from Nancy Wilson of Heart on the front. It says, "I recently discovered the voice and talents of Orna. She possesses a certain depth, fullness, and resonance with this fine collection of songs. Orna is a worthy talent who exudes positive feelings and confidence." So apparently this came out in 2003. Okay. Finally, for the music, Shake It Up, Live to Dance, music from the hit Disney Channel series. Now, I love Shake It Up. I got into it when I randomly found a DVD at Big Lots of it. It's the only physical media release of the show itself, and it contains like 7 random episodes from the first 2 seasons. But they put out a bunch of soundtrack albums, and even though I'm really only interested in the theme song by Selena Gomez and mostly just the songs by Belle Thorne and Zendaya, I decided to get this just to have a physical copy. And they're so adorable. Look at that. let me get the booklet out and try to flip through it a bit without like I get out with that. Okay. All right. Let's check this out. Born to Dance. And you got not lyrics here, you got like song credits. And more song credits. Just song credits, no lyrics. There's like 4 pages of song credits. And then on the back, Keep On Dancing on the last page. And then on the back cover, inside back cover, Live, Love, Dance. And they're in silhouette. Now, Shake It Up, I should probably do a video just reviewing the series in general. Although, maybe that would be kind of pointless because the show is a typical high school sitcom, done Disney Channel style, derivative of Saved by the Bell, which was kind of the template for shows set in a high school but aimed at kids. It was like watching a live action cartoon. These 2 girls, Cece Jones, played by Bella Thorne, and Rocky Blue, played by Zendaya, are neighbors. They live in the same apartment building. Rocky's apartment is directly above Cece's, but we really see Rocky's apartment. Cece's apartment is the hangout usually, at least as far as home goes. They also have like they introduced a pizza joint. I'm blanking on the name at the moment, but and then high school. Now the premise of the show, and I heard supposedly that this was made to capitalize on the success of High School Musical. They wanted to do like a music themed series. So they audition for and they get onto a local dance show called Shake It Up Chicago. Cece's mom is a cop. She's like, we do see their other parents a little bit, but the Cece's mom is the main authority figure when she does show up. Cece has a younger brother. Rocky has an older brother, I believe. Anyway, mostly is a typical high school sitcom with wacky premises and stuff like that. They do try to focus on the show within the show and the music sometimes, not in every episode though. Sometimes there's no Shake It Up Chicago within a given episode. In fact, at one point the set burned down between the seasons 2 and 3, so there was a stretch of episodes where they just weren't on the show at all. And sometimes they would have just a token dance number in an episode, maybe even just at the very beginning before a theme song, and that would be it for the episode. So they made 65 episodes of this thing, and they did one episode in season 3 that flash forwarded to the future, like to their 20-year high school reunion. And it's not a what if, it's like actually supposed to be canon, like this is what happens to them. And I saved that to watch after the series finale, and I kind of wish I didn't because it soured the whole experience. Rocky and Cece had fallen out of touch, but they get back together for some kind of cause or whatever during the reunion. I didn't care for that episode. I choose to decanonize it But and I don't really care for the rest of the cast either. I don't care for those other characters really. It's all about Cece and Rocky for me. Anyway, on the back it says bonus content. Please insert CD into your computer to access music video with Zendaya and Bella. I'm guessing it's for the mashup of Something to Dance For and TTYLXOX because that's the only one where they're both in it. And there's a photo gallery and more. Internet connection required. So is this stuff not on the disc itself, but on the internet? I'm guessing then it's probably long since been taken down. But yeah. And if you want to discuss Shake It Up with me, I created a subreddit for it because there actually wasn't one. So just go Shake It Up on Reddit. And if you want to discuss the show or the music or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, so now for the books. So I found these two books initially. Zen for Beginners. Figure it would be fun to read about a different religion, and it's done in a humorous style with a bunch of drawings and stuff. Looks pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, just something cute that I picked up. And this. Yeah, this novel here, I randomly came across When No One Was Looking by Rosemary Wells. It's kind of a murder mystery and with the backdrop of competitive high school tennis or something like that. It seems kind of ridiculous. But when did this come out? $1980. Wow, this is old. Wait, this is first Scholastic printing in March 1991. So I assume there was a printing before that from some other publisher. Yeah, so like some tennis rival gets drowned in a swimming pool or something, and her main rival is like the main suspect or something. I don't know. It seems silly. But then I took it to the counter. This whole thing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 12 items came out to $4. Or no, not $4, $3. Because 25 cents each. I had to purchase a minimum of $5 worth of stuff in order to be able to use my credit card. Otherwise, I would have to pay cash. I didn't have any cash. So they kept that stuff at the counter, and I went back to the shelves to browse some more books. So I came across this stuff. Toil and Trouble by H.P. Mallory. This is book 2 of the Jolie Wilkins series. Never heard of it, but we got a blonde girl that she's a witch and she wants to stake a vampire. She's supposed to be able to stake a vampire or something. So it seems kind of Buffy-ish because I think she's like, she finds him cute or something. It feels kind of like Buffy. Apparently, in the first book, she defended herself against fairy magic. But the mysteriously sexy vampire is named Sinjin. She's also got a warlock employer named Rand. There's a villain named Bella who wants to be queen. And like the secret society of all these supernatural creatures is called the Underworld. So they're pulling from a whole bunch of vampire stuff, like Buffy, Twilight, Underworld. When did this come out? Oh, come on, where's the copyright page? Huh. Oh, copyright 2010. All right. Okay, so there's that. And then I found, or maybe I found this first, I'm not sure. The Gold Bug and Other Tales, Unabridged by Edgar Allan Poe. And I've read some Poe stuff before, like back in high school. I saw a black and white video adaptation of The Telltale Heart back in high school. I read a children's story adaptation of The Pen and the Pendulum that a middle schooler that rode school bus with me had. I read The Mask of the Red Death in high school. So yeah, anyway, this doesn't seem like too long of a book. 121 pages. So what do we got here? Ligeia, The Fall of the House of Usher, The Murders in the Rue Morgue, The Mask of the Red Death, The Pit and the Pendulum, The Telltale Heart, The Gold Bug, The Black Hat, and The Cask of Amontillado. And it looks like they went in chronological order. I know this is nowhere near all of his stuff, but I basically just picked it out to try to get my purchase total up to $5. I found The Ballet Class Mystery by Shannon Mason Leopard. This is number 2 in a series called The Adventures of Kaylee Ann. So it's she's just trying to find out the mystery of who this boy is at this ballet school that she's attending. 79 pages. Won't take that long to read. Finally, Candy Girl by Diablo Cody. And apparently this is the author of the screenplay for Juno, which I've never seen, but this is basically I think it's a memoir. She became a stripper for like a year. I have no idea who this person actually is, but apparently there's no moralizing, no lessons to be learned. It's just funny. It's a funny memoir, apparently, from what I'm getting from the back cover. So yeah, I'll read it. Anyway, I took those up to the counter, and my total came to $4. The cashier asked me if I just wanted her to charge $5 so I could use my card. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. So that's that. I got 16 items for $5. So yeah. Anyway, it is. Do I have anything else to say? I started reading The Heart of the Hill, or The Heart in the Hill from Out of Avalon this morning. It's only a 16-page story, so I should be done with that pretty soon. Yeah, not much else to say. It's 5:04 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.